Hey everybody, I just wanted to introduce you all to my project car, my 1968 Pontiac Ventura, or Catalina Ventura. I know it's missing a hubcap, it's in the car. I lost it one day when somebody ran me off the road, but I have it, I just haven't put it back on yet. But I haven't shown you guys this car yet. I know there's an old video of my old Ford Galaxy on here, which I still have. I just kind of abandoned it. I need to get back to work on it someday when I have the funds. But this car's running and it's pretty clean. I drive it, try to drive it as much as I can. See the interior's in not bad shape. I'll do a full walkthrough of this car and let you know the history behind it because it's kind of cool some other time. But right now, I am prepping it for the I think it's called Valt Auto Club show, which they have out at Golden Gate Fields in the Bay Area. So they're out of the Bay Area, and it's a couple-hour drive, but you know it's worth it. See some different walks of life and car culture and everything, which is kind of cool. And I'm trying to get this car ready to do so. If not, then I'm just gonna have to take my regular car and drive there. But today, what I need to get done is it's got an intake manifold leak. I'm not going to do a how-to video because I did this wrong the first time and I'm probably going to do something wrong again, but I am going to warn you guys about something, that there's a difference with the ports on some Pontiac 400s. So I might do something there to let you guys know so you can avoid making the same mistake I did. I also need to put a new thermostat in it, and I also need to replace the distributor gasket because it was leaking some oil. And I have a whole bunch of intake manifold gaskets that I can choose from, so hopefully one of them's right. I also have a 195 degree high flow thermostat that I'm going to put in because a lot of people recommend putting with the original Pontiac manual suggested in for a thermostat because that's the way they're engineered. But only do that if the engine is mostly stock, which this is. And I have my assistant cat right there to help me. So yeah, I'm going to get this off and then I will show you what I am talking about. So on this episode of Don't Be Like Me, I got the manifold off. I got to disconnect some more stuff. There's so much wiring and everything I'm kind of hooked on just to be able to get to this properly. But as you can see, here's what I did when I first got it. The port on this side, for some reason, is smaller than the ones on the gasket. I have another gasket right here. As you can see, that port is small, so I had a really bad exhaust leak. I thought it'd be fine. I thought it'd seal up. Apparently not. You can even see the burn marks on the side of that manifold here. I think it's the same on the other side too. So let's get over here and just kind of lift this up a little bit. Hold on, don't let's see. Yep, it's the same thing. So I don't know if they did this like if this was a change depending on the year of the engine. So my theory is, don't quote me on this, but my theory is that if you go to the auto parts store and you just ask for Pontiac 400 intake manifold gaskets, they're gonna give you the ones that I have, that these ones with the big port in the middle that are not the right ones. So I think you need to ask for ones for the right year. So that's my dilemma. Sun's kind of going down anyway, so I think that it's time to wrap it up for tonight, and I'll continue this in later this week. I'll just return, I have a set that's already, this is just an extra one I had lying around, but I have a set that's in there too that's packaged up. I'll put that away, and might have to special order some or something. So yeah, word of advice to anybody else working on Pontiac 400s, that's a problem. So I'm just going to wrap this up for tonight, and then I will be back a couple days later, hopefully get this all running and put back together.
2 days later.
Well, it's 2 days later, and I got these. These are the correct intake manifold gaskets. So you can see here, get this in the light. They have a smaller port in the middle. I think that it has to do with whether you have a performance built engine or not for like air intake. I don't know. I'll do research on that later and get you guys some answers, maybe, if I'm not too lazy. But I'm going to get to work and get these gaskets in, and then see if I can get the rest of the car cleaned up and prepped for the show. It is getting windy out, but I finally got I just took the Vitec off, took the whole manifold off, and I'm going to go through and vacuum this and just clean it up with some brake cleaner. It looks like, yeah, there's some oil coming out from underneath the distributor. I don't know if you can see under there, but I'm going to vacuum all that out. Take the distributor out and replace the little gasket, and just get it all cleaned up. I'm just gonna cut in with a rant right here of something I freaking hate about Pontiac engines. So this is the intake manifold, and this is where your intake manifold seals up to the water pump. You're supposed to put this little donut doohickey in there and put some sealant around it, and it's supposed to seal up here to the water pump. It's a terrible design because it always leaks, and you always have to like adjust the manifold and like make sure that it's like really tight on there, and even then it's like not guaranteed. It's a terrible design. On a Ford, what they do is your manifold sits here, here's your water pump, here's your manifold, and there's just like two little spouts, and you just run a piece of like hose over here straight to the water pump. No leaks at all. So screw Pontiac on that one.
Tomorrow for sure.
Well, guys, I wasn't able to make it to Valt. It's a couple days later, and there's still too much stuff that was wrong with the car that I needed more time to troubleshoot it, and I just didn't want to risk driving it all the way down to the Bay Area and having it break down in traffic or something. So I felt more comfortable just staying home today and just finishing it up, doing all the troubleshooting, and finishing up some of the cosmetic stuff I had and going on the inside. The seat got taken out and everything. My dad was doing a lot of the electronic sorting and everything on it because he's an electrician, and I don't want to risk screwing anything up. But I was able to get the intake manifold replaced. It seems like it's all good. I got to reset the timing because I had to take the distributor out to replace the distributor gasket, which had actually disintegrated because there was a little fire in the engine bay about a year back, and I had to use a fire extinguisher, and it when I washed it out, it just seeped into everything and ate away some of the gaskets. So that was one of the things that everybody should watch out for. But other than that, I'm just gonna do some work on it today and then get it running and maybe take you guys for a ride. Right now, I'm going to take out the original tube radio that's with this car. It used to work. It had AM on it, but it just, I think that the tubes went bad in it or something. But I'm going to keep it, probably restore it, maybe see if I could do something with it. I mean, it's just too valuable not to. But I'm going to take it out and put a Bluetooth replication of it. GM and all their cheapness use the same parts as much as possible across all their models. So this is the same radio that you can find in like a GTO or whatever. So I'm hoping that the Bluetooth radio I got for a GTO will fit properly in this port right here, and I could have a analog style radio, but hopefully nobody will tell the difference that it's a Bluetooth and FM radio. Okay, right now I'm just trying to run some speaker wire from the dashboard back under the carpet to back over here. when I restore this car, I'm going to take out all that old crappy insulation and I'll vacuum all that out the best I can. But I'm going to get rid of a lot of that when we do an interior restoration, probably years down the line. The interior's fine right now, though. But I'm trying to take out the rocker panel here, and we got all the screws out pretty easily, except for this one. There is... Let me see if I can maybe zoom out and then zoom in. I don't know. But, yeah, there's a little rock that's stuck in there. And I can't get it out. It's like embedded into there. So I don't know what I'm going to do to get this out. I might have to do some sort of sorcery. All right, I just got this little pick and just kind of use my hand and just pulverize the rock in there to dust. So I'm just kind of picking it out now. Hopefully that'll give me enough room to get this screw out, because I don't want to have to strip it or anything. Hey there, everybody. I got the car back on the road. As you can see behind me, I got my seat covers in, stereo system. I got the intake manifolds done. I didn't have it done in time, like I mentioned earlier, for Valt over in the Bay Area. I was going to try to go to a car meet this morning, but had a late night at work. Just didn't feel like getting up that early to make it there. But I took it out on a nice drive today in Murphy's, and just kind of stop and get some coffee. And I'm probably going to go and drive on some nice roads and get a few pictures to share with you guys. So I'll do a full overview of the car and, you know, kind of everything that I've done, because right now you can see like the floor is pretty messy. I haven't had a time to detail it. I just kind of did a quick vacuum run, and like there's still a bunch of dust and soot on my dashboard and everything. But, you know, you can see here, like I still got my little decorations and everything up. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna close this video out with some roadside shots, and I'll see you next time.